Got any big plans for Halloween this weekend?
Boy, no, I don't. I'm getting really old, getting really lame. I think
How old
about
are you?
yeah, 29 this weekend actually.
29 this weekend.
Yeah, Saturday.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I couldn't
What
remember if I
what
told
should
you
we
that or
what
not.
should we do for your birthday?
Well, Friday night, actual Halloween, I think I'm going to Kindred.
Okay.
Um, we're gonna go out and we are going to hand Halloween candy out. Have you been to Newport Ridge before?
No, I don't think I have.
It's that new subdivision out there by the airport.
Okay.
Gal from town's got it all listed, but yeah, so it's kind of a tight knit community. So I think a bunch of kids are going to be out running around, and so I'm going to put my golden retriever in a. I was trying to order a Philadelphia Eagles sweater. Lucky for you, it didn't show up. So,
Mm,
so I think she'll just get like the old classic NDSU Bison bandana.
nice.
And
Even though
yeah,
you hate NDSU,
even though
apparently.
you know what, I got a sport logo when I can.
Okay,
Here.
okay.
So yeah, so we'll put that on and just hand that out. It's drastically changed even from 2 years ago. Like I'm super curious to hear your plans. But even I had a couple buddies that were like bar down this weekend, and I was like,
Yes.
dude,
Why not?
I don't
Why not?
bar
Why
down.
not you? Why not you,
Well,
Joseph?
let's hear what's old 25-year-old Ben's plans.
24,
be?
by the way.
Close enough.
Knock it off. The wife and I are going to dress up. I'm not going to explain the costume because it's way too in depth. My wife goes all in on Halloween, so we'll avoid that. But we're going to go to Bar Down
Are
and,
you,
and dive bar.
you're not going to be ripping Beth Wheeler on Yellowstone?
No, that's a good idea though. That'd be a good costume.
I saw somebody in that a couple years ago. And I
Really?
was like, yeah. I was like, that's not a bad.
It's
I like
fun-
the show, I guess. So.
Yeah, it's fun when people do like really trendy, like for that year, like a popular show or like a popular movie or a popular like TikTok thing. I think it's really funny when people do that.
It's crazy for me, like how fast it changed, and everybody's life is differently, right? You know, whether you have a kid or you get married or what, everybody moves at different paces. But yeah, this is like the first year for sure that I'm just like, all right, I am not going to do the bar scene. I am not going to go out and go crazy, go downtown. I think Bar Down's going to be packed. I think there's going to be a million people
I think
there.
it's going to be insane. Why do you think do you still want to go out and go to like Bar Down, or do you just feel like you shouldn't?
Oh,
Like,
I would love nothing more than to go just get ripped up and
Okay,
just
okay.
run around and
Okay.
put a costume on.
Okay.
But I think it's just like, yeah, I probably shouldn't.
Sure.
And then the other thing too, and I don't know, I don't want to be like an old man complaining here. Dude, when there's so many people,
Oh my goodness.
I just like, it's bothering me more and more when I'm like,
Mhm.
all right, we're here. I got my costume on. I wore this inflatable dino costume and I already can't move anyway.
Yeah.
And then there's 1,000 people in here and now I really can't move. It starts to wear on me a little more.
Yeah.
I'm turning into that grumpy old guy here.
I'm still getting to the age where like if someone just had like a house party with like 15 or 20 of your close friends and you had like your own Halloween costume party, like I would definitely do that over go to a bar that's just packed.
Yeah,
You know?
I could go for that. We had started that a couple years ago. I actually did it at my house when I lived in West Fargo, and we had a lot of fun. I did like that. We ended
Yeah.
up going out afterwards, but even just kind of a starting, like to get everybody kind of together. But when you go and you meet at the bar and it's already packed and everybody just meets there,
Yeah.
it's like you can't get a table, you can't get
No.
a drink. I don't know.
You can't even really talk to each other because like Bar Down, like they've got the music bumping. Like it's more of just a party, right?
And I'm not dogging on it. I loved it. I did it for
yeah.
years and years. And
Yeah.
even when I was younger, we did the downtown scene,
Yeah.
which God knows what that's like nowadays. But yeah, so that's really switched up on me here. So no, I am super excited. I don't know.
That's good.
I was halfway thinking even like Thursday night, like there's a lot
Yeah.
of fun Halloween stuff going on in town.
For sure.
Everybody's doing like a trunk or treat, trick or treat. Are you noticing that?
I am. Yeah.
I feel like every business, every company, every store is doing something. And
Yeah.
I don't remember it being that popular before. but-
Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember it either, but I mean, I guess I haven't been here for extremely that long, but it feels like every church, every school, every local business is doing some type of trunk or treat, which I don't have kids, but that would be super nice if I did.
Yeah, I think so. I gotta like the urge I have to just eat every piece of candy I can
Yeah.
find. You know, and I tell you, this is how you know you're getting old and you're getting judgy. I'm like judging people by the type of candy they hand out. Like if somebody's handing out Tootsie Rolls, I'm like cheap.
What? Why?
Dude,
Tootsie Rolls are cheap now?
it's so cheap. Like I'm all about getting like the Twix, the Kit Kats,
Okay.
all the good stuff.
Yeah.
So when I'm going to these events, even yesterday I did a trunk or treat thing at the Fargo Dome
Sure.
for the Fargo Realtors or whatever. And yeah, I was kind of getting. I was like, all right, who's got better treats than us? Who's handing out wristbands over there? I was like, there's some fun stuff
Do you
going
remember
on.
as a kid when like some houses would hand out cans of pop or something like that? Like something a little bit extra? That was just the best.
Yeah, well,
Nothing could beat that.
I still remember being young and somebody gave me like a bag of carrots or something. Like it was like a healthy family, and I was like, "Get this out of here!
Oh.
Who's giving out vegetables at Halloween?"
There's no way that family has any friends. Nobody wants to go to that house at Halloween.
No, literally. So as long as they're not handing out that, I feel like it's gonna be all right here. You know, we were
Yeah.
laughing yesterday. We handed out cheese balls and pretzels, and I was like, you know, that's not the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I think unfortunately they came from the dollar store, so they weren't the best cheese balls you've ever seen.
No,
But
no, that doesn't sound like it at all.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was
So
a good
you're gonna
turnout.
so you're gonna hang low. Okay. What else?
Did you get a chance to do any like fall activities here now that we're kind of winding down? Did you go to a pumpkin
Oh,
patch? Did your lady talk you into that? You look like a guy that would go to a pumpkin patch
no.
in a good way.
No. No. All we did was pick up leaves. That's all we did this fall.
Well, you live on an acre lot. You
That's all
got,
we did.
Lord knows, you got enough of them around
Yeah,
here.
I'm gonna cut down all the trees in my lot next spring, so I don't ever have to pick up another leaf again.
Okay, but did you get you told me you got one of those things you pull behind though, like behind the
Yeah,
lawnmower.
yeah, like a lawn tractor and yeah, it's like a sweeper, a lawn sweeper. That
Okay.
was pretty cool. That was like one of my first I mean, I feel like I'm old. I know you're really old, but like being 24, out of college, I feel like I'm really old now, you know?
Well, when
Like
you're
I go to Fleet Farm on like a Wednesday and I just go buy a lawn sweeper. Like I feel like my dad.
when you're sweeping, yeah, that's an old man thing for
That's
sure.
yeah.
And I know you had a little bonfire back there. You were burning the
Yep.
leaves.
I definitely did. Yeah. And I
Okay.
was like sweeping them, saying hi to the neighbors and
So
yeah.
no pumpkin patch. He raked leaves. He claims you didn't do a corn maze, or what about that maze at the mall?
We did.
Did
We
you
did.
go for that?
Yeah, we went to the corn maze in Fargo and that was really cool like at the mall. They do a really good job there.
Did you get lost?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm terrible at mazes. I have like extreme OCD, ADHD and I don't know where I'm going and I get kind of anxious about it, honestly.
Low key, that would
Yeah.
terrify me if I couldn't find my way out of
Kind
there.
of a panic attack,
A little
honestly.
yeah. I'd start pushing these hay bales over. I'd get kicked out. I'm too
We
scared to do it.
we went to one last year in Fargo. Is the ones at the fairgrounds? Have you ever been to that one?
I have not.
Ooh,
That's like a big one though,
it's a
isn't it?
big one, yeah. And they did it at the fairgrounds last year, and the corn didn't grow, but they still did it. So like you're just walking on paths, and like I could just see you across. I'm like, hey, and you're just like, it's the exit's here, and you're like, okay,
Well,
sounds good.
well, they spent way too much money on it to not have people out there. That's
Exactly.
hilarious. No,
Yeah.
I did not hear
How
that.
about you? Did you do anything fun fall related?
You know, nothing, dude. Really. I went and I hauled sugar beets this year. So that's kind of
Oh,
like
nice.
my fall October activity.
Okay.
So working, well, kind of working.
Yeah.
The guys I haul for are super cool. I've been hauling for them. This is like my 8th year. So I go out and I get to rip around a semi and smoke cigarettes and drink Mountain Dew and
Nice.
yeah, just act like I'm a farm kid for a couple days. So
Dude, that's the life. Yeah, all my buddies are going hard from this past few weeks in farming. It's been busy.
yeah.
So, since we're on the topic of scary things, I feel like you probably have some scary stories with your home flipping business.
Yeah, I have encountered a couple things here. This
Oh,
is
boy.
I've had scary ones because my bank account went backwards and that was really scary.
I believe that.
I've had some scary ones. Some houses were in super bad shape here. This is one of the funniest ones that we've ever done here. I had bought a house in South Moorhead and it was an old rental from a guy. He was looking to unload it. It was a meth user house. So I ended up buying it. We tore it apart. Or he said it was meth. I guess you never know. People are just crazy in these deals.
Yeah.
So we flipped the house, and in the process of flipping it, there was a house next door for sale, and it had been empty like since I had bought this one in the whole process of renovating it. And I started asking around to these neighbors. I'm like, hey, does anybody know like what the story is on this house? And they're like, oh, the lady that lived there like actually died. Like her kids are out of state. Like they've kind of sporadically come back and forth to check on this thing. And I was like, well, man, maybe this is a great opportunity. Like I bought that one house. Maybe I could buy the one next door. So I go along, I track the kids down, I get a hold of it and end up actually negotiating a deal. So I buy this house, and yeah, my mom's name was Betty. And Betty lived in this house. We grew up in here since the 70s, so this thing had some history in it. So we ended up remodeling this whole house. And in the meantime, while we're working on it, somebody gets like stabbed at the trailer park court next door. And there was some weird electrical issues going on with this house. Like lights were flickering on and off. And it was just the most bizarre thing. And in my mind, I kept chalking it up to like, oh, it's old electrical. We're gonna fix it anyway. Like, I don't know what's going on here. And I came back one morning, and this neighboring house across the road, who had been watching us this whole time renovate these houses, she was outside. And so I think I just like was making conversation. I was like, hey, good morning. Like, if we're ever being loud, let us know, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, come over here. I'm like, okay. So I go over there, and she's like, I've been watching you guys flip these houses. And she's like, I've been wanting to tell you something, but I've been scared. And I'm like, okay, like what? Like what the hell's going on here? And she goes, just so you know, when you leave, those lights have been flickering on and off all night. She said, Betty's spirit is still in that house. I just want to let you know that she has never left. And I'm thinking, oh, oh, great,
dude.
So I send my poor buddy in there.
You send your buddy.
Yeah, of course
you
I sent
would.
my buddy in there.
You would.
Yeah, he didn't know about it. He went in there. Shout
Poor
out to my
guy.
buddy Holden.
Poor guy.
So we do this whole house, and the whole time I kept telling myself, I'd be in there, and I'd be like, Betty, I'd be like, I'm so sorry, we're renovating your house. I hope you like these colors that we picked out. So anyways, nothing ever crazy ended up happening. But I don't know if this neighbor was deranged or if she actually believed that was happening. But to this day, her telling me that Betty's spirit was still in that house, I was like, that's kind of wild.
That stuff gives me the chills. Like I kind of believe in that stuff. Like you've ever been in a basement and it's just like cold and it's just
that was exactly the basement too. Like
it's
old
a terrible
paneling,
feeling,
cracks down there, and you're just like, oh, what?
I don't mess with
heck?
that stuff, man. I'll stay clear of that. If I were you, I would have so put that house on the market right away.
I can't even lie. I was a little spooked because like I would be working in there by myself, like because the sun goes down, in the wintertime at 5. It'd be like 5:30, and I turned into a kid again. I'd be going up the stairs in the dark. I'd be running up the stairs. I'd be like, God, I hope Betty's not behind me here.
It's like as a kid when you like shut the light off in your room and you jump in your bed right away. You're just so scared of.
Same energy. So nope. So we made it. House actually, we did a really nice job on it. We got it sold right away. Actually made a little bit of money. Shout out to Betty on that deal. But
yeah, you should have donated some money to the church after that one. That's
we survived.
We survived. Good deal.